What's the difference between original Medicare and Medicare Advantage? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video, so I hope you stay tuned. My name is Jamie from meetjamie.com. I'm an independent insurance agent. I help people all over the country understand the Medicare program and find the coverage that fits their needs. Best of all, my services are 100% free. So if you're getting ready to retire, maybe you are coming up on your 65th birthday, chances are you're probably wondering about how you can get your Medicare benefits and which way is right for you. So, really, there's only two options that you have when it comes to receiving your Medicare benefits. And I have it right here up on the screen from you. It's from the Medicare and You guide, which looks like this. You can usually get it at your local library. There's also a digital version I can email if you want. Just send me a message through my website. So, when it comes to receiving your Medicare benefits, the two paths that you have are Original Medicare or Medicare Advantage, which is also known as Part C of Medicare. And so this is again on page 10 of the Medicare and You guide. You can check it out yourself, but I'm going to show you another additional page that goes into a little bit greater detail when it comes to comparing original Medicare and a Medicare Advantage. This is also from the Medicare website, and it does a really nice job of just breaking down in two categories what I just showed you there on the first slide. So, under Original Medicare, you can go to any doctor or hospital that takes Medicare anywhere in the US. This is a really big thing for a lot of people who are used to having an employer plan where they have a network. So, when I talk with people who are transitioning to Medicare, this is the first thing I always highlight, that you have the option now of using the Medicare network, which is nationwide. With Medicare Advantage, in many cases, you can only use doctors and other providers who are in the plan's network and service area. So that's more like a traditional health insurance policy that you might be used to. And again, this is your choice. These are your options. And so you really want to understand the difference between Original Medicare and Medicare Advantage. Next, it says here, in most cases, you don't need a referral to see a specialist under a Medicare Advantage plan. You may need to get a referral to see a specialist. So this is just talking about doctor and hospital choice. And so that's kind of the two big differences when it comes to Original Medicare and Medicare Advantage. So next, they break down the cost. So under Original Medicare, Part B covered services, you usually pay 20% of the Medicare approved amount after you meet your deductible. This amount is called your coinsurance. So the deductible in 2023 was $226 for Part B. In 2024, it's going to go up to $240. With a Medicare Advantage plan, you pay the monthly Part B premium and may also have to pay the plan's premium. Some plans may have a $0 premium and may help pay all or part of your Part B premium. Most of the plans include Medicare drug coverage. So these Medicare Advantage plans can vary greatly from $0 all the way up to sometimes $300 a month. Just depends on where you live. It's based on the county you're in. Either way, you have to pay your Part B monthly premium. I'm not going to cover Medicare supplements, but it talks about that here in a minute. So under Original Medicare, there's no limit on what you pay out of pocket unless you have supplement coverage, like Medicare Supplement or Medigap insurance. And so that's why Medicare supplement plans are popular with a lot of people. That's why they purchase a Medicare supplement, is because they use Original Medicare to cover 80%, and then they use a Medigap to help cover that 20% gap in coverage. Whereas under a Medicare Advantage plan, you have a yearly limit on what you pay for out-of-pocket services. Medicare Part A and Part B cover. Once you reach your plan's limit, you'll pay nothing for services for Part A and Part B coverage for the rest of the year. So again, this varies depending on which Medicare Advantage plan you choose. Some have a maximum out of pocket, maybe a couple $1,000s. Some go as high as $7,000 or $8,000. So again, it varies by where you live and which plans are available. Again, with original Medicare, you can choose to buy a Medigap plan to help pay your remaining out-of-pocket costs like your 20% coinsurance, or you can use coverage from a former employer or union or Medicaid. This is a big thing you want to remember. If you choose Medicare Advantage, you can't buy a Medigap plan. So you can't have both. You have to either choose original Medicare and add a Medicare supplement, or you have to choose Medicare Advantage. Okay, let's talk next about coverage. So under original Medicare, original Medicare covers most medically necessary services and supplies in hospitals, doctors' offices, and other healthcare facilities. Original Medicare doesn't cover some benefits like eye exams, most dental care, and routine exams. So that's something that a lot of people, again, it's a little bit confusing because they're used to what they know about health insurance. So Medicare works a little bit different. Whereas with the Medicare Advantage plan, plans cover all medically necessary services that original Medicare covers. Plans may also offer some extra benefits that original Medicare doesn't cover, like certain vision, hearing, and dental services. So that's what you see maybe advertised in the fall or when you turn 65, extra benefits. They're talking about Medicare Advantage plans, not original Medicare. With original Medicare, you can join a separate Medicare drug plan to get Medicare drug coverage. That's known as Part D of Medicare. Whereas with Medicare Advantage, Medicare drug coverage is included in most plans. In most types of Medicare Advantage plans, you can't join a separate Medicare drug plan. Finally, under the coverage, in most cases, you don't need approval for original Medicare to cover your services or supplies. But again, in Medicare Advantage, in many cases, you may need to get approval from your plan before it covers certain services or supplies. That's known as prior authorization. So that's something that you want to remember. Okay, let's talk about foreign travel. So if you travel outside of the country, you may be wondering what is covered with Medicare. Original Medicare generally doesn't cover medical care outside the U.S. You may be able to buy a Medicare supplement, again, Medigap policy that covers emergency care outside the U.S. With Medicare Advantage plans, again, plans generally don't cover medical care outside the U.S. Some plans may offer a supplemental benefit that covers emergency and urgently needed services when traveling outside the U.S. So again, these two pages that I've showed you today do a pretty good job of breaking down original Medicare versus Medicare Advantage. A lot of people on my channel will talk about which one is best. And what I will say is there is no best. It's what's right for you, right? It depends on your situation. It depends on your lifestyle. It depends on your budget. So a lot of people on YouTube will debate in the comment section, this one's best, no, this one's best. But the reality is that this is not, there's no best for every person. It depends on who you are, where you live, the access that you have to the doctors. That's a really big thing, and the providers near you. So again, hope you found this video helpful. If you do have questions about Medicare, you can always reach out to me for a free, no obligation chat. Again, my services are free. I'll leave a link to my website and my phone number in the description of this video. If you have questions about Medicare, would love to hear them in the comments. Might even be something I feature in a future video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend. Have a great day.